breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow. So guys, Murdered Citizens Coalition for Change CCC supporter Tinashe Chitsunge'S 27-year-old wife Dzidzisai broke down in tears as reality struck. Her husband was now just a memory, another statistic on Zimbabwe's growing list of political violence victims. Clinging onto her 4-year-old son, Sean, while seated an arm's length from her 11-year-old daughter, Chanel, Dzidzisai cut a lonely figure among the tens in their homes and hundreds more of CCC supporters singing in Glenville 7 streets. Sean is in early childhood development ECD, while Chanel is a grade 6 pupil. Chitsunge was stoned to death on Thursday by suspected ZANU-PF supporters who declared Tanaka area adjacent to his home a no-go zone for any opposition campaigns ahead of Zimbabwe's August 23 general elections. Videos of his lifeless body lying less than 200 meters from his home, where he had wanted to seek refuge, broke the internet. Human rights defenders such as Amnesty International and Hugh Zimbabwe Trust condemned the killing. Speaking at his funeral wake on Monday, CCC leader and presidential candidate Chamisa put the blame squarely on President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Chamisa asked why Mnangagwa was quiet as his supporters butchered his, and why, despite indications that they do not want elections, they still choose to call for them. I've been traveling across the country. People are being headed like livestock. People no longer have peace. People in Zimbabwe are oppressed. It is very painful when you look at these children. ZANU-PF has denied these children their future because their father simply decided to support what he did not agree with. People are being abused. They are suffering. They are being told their names will be written down by headmen forever. As well as Zimbabwe, officers are traversing a very inch on bikes, intimidating people and telling them they will be killed if they vote for change. Why do you call for elections if you do not want people to elect? Why do you call for elections if you do not have confidence, if you do not want them to choose their leader? We cannot have a country that forces people to only support a certain political party. Now look, Tinashe is now a statistic, a blemish on our record. Mnangagwa is not the rightful leader of this country. If he were, he would have come here to pay his condolences. He would have called for justice and warned the perpetrators that we don't want this in this country. Moments before Chamisa spoke, party supporters retraced Chitsunge's footsteps, stopping at his murder site to sing Zanu Makauraya, a rendition of Zimbabwe's popular funeral song Ndimi Makauraya, which points out those that would be suspected of having had a hand in the death of loved ones. Tens looked up trees, roofs as he spoke, castigating ZANU-PF and calling for justice. In announcing to journalists that 12 suspects were in police custody, Home Affairs Minister Kazemba Kazembe promised that the ZANU-PF will not look at one's political affiliation in this investigation of Chitsunge'S murder. I wish to reiterate that the government of Zimbabwe does not condone acts of political violence by individuals, groups, or political parties under the guise of campaigning for the elections. My ministry has directed the Commissioner General of Police, Godwin Matanga, to arrest perpetrators of violence without looking at one's political affiliation, identity, or financial muscle. Therefore, all malcontents who want to damage the image of the country and discredit the forthcoming elections will have themselves to blame. Chitsunge's post-mortem results were expected on Monday, according to one of his brothers present at the wake, with his burial set for Tuesday in Bohera. As Chamisa left for Norton, where he had scheduled rallies, only a few tens remained behind, most of whom were victims in the minute that cost Tinashe's life. So guys, nematambudziko and yakune muri yese kwa Chitsunge and zvinhu zvinongorwadza kuti Tinashe Chitsunge vasiya vana and vana vaviri nemudzimai, and so he was a breadwinner for those children. One ari ku crash muato grade 2, saka mune mege mimi kutoti vana vachakura vasina baba because of nyaya political violence. And the most painful part of this whole situation is that Tinashe Chitsunge vakashayika 200 meters near his homestead. Munhu anga kutomhanyira kumba kuti atize zvaiitika musiwo. Saka it's a very painful situation. It's a very, very painful situation. Zvinhu zvinongorwadza kuti the people who did this, vanhu vemucommunity momo, vanhu vanotomuziva, vanhu vakatenderedza nzvimbo inogara vaChitsunge. And so vakuru vanoti yangozi yakaparwa nevanhu ava. Whether pane vamwe vakatiza kuti vamwe vane chokuita nenyaya iyi, kutiza hazvire kuti vakagona, aiwa ngozi icharamba ichongovateera. Anyway guys, we'll be keeping you up to date here with the latest on daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Inyaya ye-political violence, inyaya inoita kuti ma-sanctions asabviswe. Reason why is because of such scenarios, because at the end of the day we're going to be counting how many people died, how many people were injured. Chii chakanyanyoitika pama-elections aya. That's why mizona ma-elections achingonzi anga asiri free and fair. Reason why is because of nyaya dze-political violence. We need to stop this. Ngatisanei nenyaya netsika dzekuda kubatana pahuro, kutukana, kurowana, kubvisana maziso because of nyaya dzepolitics. It's bad. It's really, really bad. If you support Triple C, yes. If you support ZANU-PF, yes. There's nothing wrong about supporting ZANU-PF or Triple C. It's your right as a Zimbabwean. That's why vanhu vakaenda kuhondo kuti tiwane kusununguka. One man, one vote. Guys, this is daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Thank you for listening and watching. Nematambudziko zvakare kune mhuri yese kwaChitsunge. Bless up.